If you've ever tried running Windows software on Linux, you've probably heard of Wine. Wine is one of the most important compatibility tools available on Linux. It can run many Windows applications without installing Windows itself and without creating a full virtual machine. But for beginners, Wine can sometimes be confusing. You may have to deal with Wine prefixes, different runners, Windows dependencies, DLL overrides, 32-bit and 64-bit environments, and application-specific configurations. And this is where Bottles comes in. Bottles gives you a much easier way to install, organize, configure, and run Windows applications on Linux through a clean graphical interface. So in this video, I'm going to show you what Bottles is, how it works, how to install it, and then we'll create our first bottle and use it to install a Windows application directly on Linux. In this tutorial, I'll be installing Bottles on my Debian machine. Before we install anything, it's always a good idea to make sure the system is up to date. So let's start by updating the package list and upgrading any installed packages. Bottles is distributed as a flatpak, making it easy to install on most Linux distributions. The installation steps can vary slightly depending on your distro, so the easiest approach is to visit the Bottles documentation website, select your Linux distribution, and copy the provided commands. Then simply paste them into your terminal and run them to install Bottles. Depending on your internet connection, the installation may take a little while because Flatpak applications tend to be larger than traditional packages. That's because Flatpaks bundle most of the libraries and runtime dependencies an application needs, allowing the same package to run consistently across many different Linux distributions. The initial download is larger, but once those shared runtimes are installed, future Flatpak applications that use the same runtimes usually require much smaller downloads. Once the installation is complete, Bottles should appear in your applications menu. If you don't see the icon right away, try restarting your machine or logging out and back in. Alternatively, you can launch Bottles directly from the terminal by running the following command. The first time you launch Bottles, it will go through a quick initial setup and prepare the components it needs to run Windows applications. You may also see a donation message like this one, which you can support if you want, or simply click Not Now to continue. Bottles will then automatically download and set up the components it needs, including things like DXVK and other compatibility tools. This can take a few minutes depending on your internet connection, so just let it finish. Once the setup is complete, you'll arrive at the main Bottles interface. At the top, you have two main sections: Bottles, where you create and manage separate Windows environments, and Library, where you can keep shortcuts to your installed Windows applications for quick access. Since this is a fresh installation, everything is empty. So the next thing we need to do is create our first bottle. This is where we choose what kind of Windows software we want to run. Bottles gives us three options: application for normal productivity software, gaming for games and 3D applications, and custom if you want more control over the configuration. For this demonstration, I'm installing a regular Windows application, so I'll choose Application. Let's start with a simple Windows application, Notepad++, just to see how well this works. So this new bottle is specifically for Notepad++. Once I click Create, Bottles starts building a separate Windows environment for Notepad++. It automatically configures Wine, sets the Windows version, applies the necessary settings, and prepares everything in the background. This can take a little while, especially the first time, so we'll just wait for it to finish. And there we go. Our Notepad++ bottle has been created successfully. I'll close this message, open the bottle, and now we have a full set of options for managing this Windows environment. Now that our bottle is ready, let's download the Notepad++ executable installer. I'll head over to the official Notepad++ website, download the Windows installer, and once that's finished, we'll come back to Bottles and run it inside our newly created bottle. Before we run the executable, notice there's also an Install Programs option here. This gives you a community curated list of Windows applications and game launchers that Bottles can help install for you. You'll find programs like Battle.net, EA Launcher, Epic Game Store, Evernote, FL Studio, and many others. You'll also notice compatibility ratings such as Silver, Gold, and Platinum, which give you an idea of how well each application is expected to work. So for supported software, you may not even need to manually download and run the installer yourself. But since Notepad++ isn't listed here, we'll go back and use the Run Executable option instead. Now I'll click Run Executable and select the Notepad++ installer we just downloaded. Because Bottles is running inside a sandbox, you may see this warning reminding you that file access is restricted for security. I'll dismiss that, select the installer, and there we go. The familiar Notepad++ Windows installer launches directly on Linux. From here, we can install it just like we would on a Windows machine. Also notice this option called Analyze with Eagle, which is currently still in beta. Eagle can inspect a Windows executable before you run it and pull out useful technical details such as the program name, publisher, architecture, minimum Windows version, whether it needs administrator privileges, and the type of installer being used. It can also look at how the program interacts with the system and suggest possible optimizations or configuration changes that may improve compatibility. Just keep in mind that this feature is still in beta, so its suggestions don't guarantee that an application will work perfectly. To open an installed program, just find it under the program section and click the play button next to it, and there we go. Notepad++ launches directly on Linux, just like a normal desktop application. Now, if we scroll further down, this is where Bottles gives you much more control over each individual Windows environment. Under Options, you can open settings to change the runner, switch between different versions of DXVK and VKD3D, enable a dedicated graphics card, and adjust display or performance-related features. For gaming, there are options like Feral Game Mode, preloading game files, performance monitoring, and even OBS game capture. Under compatibility, you can change the Windows version that the application sees. So if a program doesn't work properly with Windows 10, for example, you can try a different Windows version. You can also change the language, enable a dedicated sandbox, configure the working directory, add DLL overrides, set environment variables, and manage drives. Back on the main page, there are also sections for dependencies, registry rules, snapshots, and task manager. Dependencies are especially useful when a Windows program needs extra components, while snapshots let you save the state of a bottle before making major changes. And for more advanced users, Bottles even includes tools like a command line, registry editor, and legacy wine tools. So although Bottles is beginner friendly, there's actually a lot of control available once you start digging into the settings. You can also add an installed program to the library for much quicker access. Just open the program's menu, choose Add to Library, and Bottles will place it in the Library section with its application icon. Now, instead of opening the bottle every time and searching through the programs list, you can simply go to Library and launch Notepad++ directly from there. This is especially useful once you have several Windows applications installed. And if you want easier access outside of Bottles, open the Program menu and choose Add Desktop Entry. Bottles will create a shortcut for the application, so you can launch it directly from your Linux application menu, just like any native app, without opening Bottles first. One thing you may notice is that Windows applications running inside Bottles can't automatically save files anywhere in your Linux home directory. That's because we installed Bottles as a flatpak, so it runs inside a sandbox with restricted access to your personal files for better security. If you want to give Bottles access to your entire home directory, you can run this command. After running the command, close Bottles and then reopen it. However, giving Bottles access to your entire home folder is quite a broad permission. A better approach is to grant access only to specific folders you actually need, such as documents or another dedicated folder. And if you don't want to manage Flatpak permissions from the terminal, you can use FlatSeal, which provides a graphical interface for viewing and changing Flatpak permissions. That makes it much easier to give Bottles access only to the folders you choose, rather than opening up your entire home directory. With Bottles, you can also install some versions of Microsoft Office, and Office 2016 is generally one of the more realistic versions to try because it can work reasonably well with the right wine configuration and dependencies. However, newer versions of Office are much more problematic. Modern releases like Office 2019, Office 2021, Office 2024, and Microsoft 365 rely more heavily on newer Windows components, background services, online activation systems, and Microsoft account integration. Because of that, they often don't install properly, fail to launch, or have features that simply don't work correctly under Wine. So yes, Bottles can be useful for running an older version like Office 2016, but for newer Office releases, I wouldn't expect a smooth or reliable experience. What about games? Gaming is one of the biggest reasons people are interested in wine-based compatibility tools. And Bottles includes gaming-focused environments. When you create a gaming bottle, Bottles can apply a configuration more suitable for games and game launchers. Depending on current installer availability and compatibility, you may find options for popular Windows gaming software. The installation process is similar. Create a gaming bottle. Open the installer section. Choose the supported program. Start the installation. And allow Bottles to complete the required setup. But there is something very important to understand here. Compatibility is not guaranteed. One application may work perfectly, another may require adjustments, and another may not work at all. Games can be especially complicated because of anti-cheat systems, launchers, graphics APIs, DRM, and application updates. So before spending hours troubleshooting, check the current compatibility information for the exact application or game you want to run. The installation can take some time because Bottles may need to download and install several dependencies in the background before installing the actual application. So how long this takes will depend largely on your internet speed and the number of components required. Just let it finish and avoid closing Bottles during the process. And that brings us to the end of this video. Now, one thing I want to make clear is that Bottles is not magic. It still relies on Wine and other compatibility technologies underneath, so it cannot suddenly make every Windows application run perfectly on Linux. Some programs will work straight away, others may need extra dependencies or configuration changes, and some simply won't work at all. This is especially true for applications that depend heavily on Windows services, special drivers, certain anti cheat systems, or newer Microsoft technologies. But this is exactly why Bottles is so great. It takes much of the complexity of Wine and puts it behind a clean graphical interface. You can create separate environments for different applications, manage dependencies, change runners, adjust Windows versions, create snapshots, add programs to your library, and even create application menu shortcuts. So if there's a Windows application you still depend on and you've been thinking about moving to Linux, Bottles is definitely worth trying. It won't replace Windows in every situation, but when an application is compatible, it can make running Windows software on Linux surprisingly simple. If you found this video useful, give it a like, subscribe for more Linux tutorials, open source software, and practical tech guides. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.